Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Luke Shaw could miss the rest of the season for Manchester United as he recovers from surgery. According to the Telegraph, Manchester United defender Luke Shaw could miss the rest of the season through injury as his recovery from surgery is taking longer than expected. The left back underwent surgery last week to have the metal bolts in his leg removed, which were originally inserted after he broke his leg in a Champions League clash against PSV Eindhoven in 2015 while playing for the Red Devils. Shaw suffered a double fracture of the leg after being on the receiving end of a poor tackle from Hector Moreno, which would eventually see him miss a total of 11 months of action. It took the Englishman ages to recover and return to the side, becoming a regular only in the 2018-19 season. Since returning from the horrendous injury, the 26-year-old has firmly established himself as the Red Devils' first choice at left back, keeping other players like Brendan Williams and Alex Telles away from the starting lineup. Despite suffering the fracture in 2015, Shaw still feels the effects of that horror tackle. He recently felt discomfort during the international break while representing England, and it repeated during United's 1-1 draw with Leicester City, forcing interim boss Ralf Rangnick to substitute the defender. Although the head coach hoped to see his left back return in a couple of weeks after undergoing surgery to remove the metal bolts in his leg, it's said that the operation is taking longer to recover from than initially expected. The former Southampton star could now miss the rest of the campaign. Shaw showed a great grit and resolve to return to the starting lineup after suffering the fracture, which is a testament to the player's determination to overcome his obstacles. Despite taking a couple of seasons to once again establish himself, the England international proved to others that he was capable of getting his career back on once again. After staying at the top 4 such a long time, it now seems that the injury has hampered his progress once again. With United struggling to finish in the top 4 this season, Shaw's injury will come as a major blow to the team as they look to end the campaign strongly. Fabrizio Romano relays Manchester United striker Anthony Martial comments on his future at Sevilla. Speaking to ABC, as relayed by football journalist Fabrizio Romano on Twitter, Manchester United loanee Anthony Martial has signaled his intention to return to his parent club, saying his future at Sevilla looks complicated. The Frenchman was loaned out to Sevilla in the January transfer window in an attempt to get more first-team minutes under his belt after being relegated to the bench at United this season due to the competition in the squad. Martial dropped down the pecking order in attack with Cristiano Ronaldo, Edinson Cavani, and Marcus Rashford ahead of him, and options preferred as the starting striker both Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick. However, his time in La Liga has not gone swimmingly, with the 26-year-old unable to contribute to goals for the Spanish side despite being handed starts. He cuts a frustrated figure on the pitch in attack, looking short of form and confidence, issues that plagued him in Manchester as well. As relayed by Romano, Martial confirmed that he would not be staying with Sevilla next season, saying that it would be very complicated to continue with Lopetegui's team beyond the summer, and that he always knew that he would eventually return to United. Martial has failed to make much of an impact for the Premier League giants while leading the line for them. In recent times, the Manchester side have signed Cavani and Ronaldo in order to supplement the goals for them, given how poor Martial has been when it comes to scoring on a regular basis. This in turn led to the French international falling down the pecking order, unable to get a starting role for the team. With the loanee returning to Old Trafford when his temporary contract with Sevilla ends in the summer, only time will tell if he plans to stay on and fight for a place in the team or look for opportunities elsewhere. Nemanja Matic to leave Manchester United this summer. Nemanja Matic is set to leave Manchester United this summer. According to Jonathan Schrager, as it stands, the Serbian midfielder will be one of the departures from Old Trafford. Matic was signed from Chelsea for around £40 million in the summer of 2017. Former manager Jose Mourinho was a keen admirer of the player and was confident of him being part of a successful United team. Sadly for Matic, things haven't quite worked out, and his treatment after Mourinho's sacking has been nothing short of disrespectful. United are bereft of options in midfield, and Matic is the only natural defensive midfielder at the club. Despite this, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has persisted in playing the likes of Fred and Scott McTominay for their energy and tenacity, often compromising quality on the ball. This has led to United struggling in possession, with the inability of the midfielders to dictate tempo for midfield. Matic has always been secure on the ball, and his line-breaking passes automatically set up dangerous attacks for the forward players. On the flip side, over the past 2 seasons, the Serbian has struggled to finish the entire 90 minutes and is often substituted quite early in the game. His lack of agility sometimes results in him losing his man or him getting outrun by a younger tenacious midfielder. The club has decided that it's time to move on. It's imperative for United to find a viable replacement for Matic, as it's one of the most important positions in the team. Edinson Cavani expected to leave Man United regardless of Ten Hag appointment. Manchester United striker Edinson Cavani has his sights on pursuing a fresh challenge elsewhere when his contract expires this summer, reputed journalist Fabrizio Romano claims. The Uruguayan had a productive debut season with the Red Devils last term. He was injured for part of the campaign, but still impressed with 17 goals across all competitions. This saw him rewarded with an improved 1-year deal ahead of this season, but the decision has not proved worthwhile with just 2 goals in all competitions for the Red Devils. His injury troubles have only worsened with just 17 appearances and 761 minutes of first-team action. It's now reported that Cavani will head through the exit door this summer. His current deal expires in June 30. The 35-year-old is expected to leave regardless of the appointment of Erik Ten Hag. He has his sight on a fresh challenge in the Spanish top flight. Cavani's renewal was met by approval from several United fans. He was anticipated to play a key role this season, but his position is changed after the shock summer return of Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo has made his mark with 18 goals since his comeback, but has not received much support. Interim boss Ralf Rangnick tried to play Cavani alongside Ronaldo, but the partnership has hardly been used this year. A move to the Spanish La Liga seems Cavani's preferred choice. Manchester United interested in signing Villarreal centre-back Pau Torres. Manchester United are reportedly interested in signing Villarreal centre-back Pau Torres this summer. According to sports writer Alex Turk, there have been growing murmurs about United's admiration for the Spanish defender, especially after his fantastic display in the Champions League. On Twitter, Turk went on to state, "Very interesting growing murmurs about his handsome fella tonight. Want to watch closely. From the look of things, nothing's too close, and it will likely be categorically denied until the season's finished. But plenty of folks at United preferred him over Varane, and he is 100% still being watched, given the club's inevitable pursuit of a centre-back this summer. If this story is true, then United will be looking at the perfect partner for Raphael Varane in defense. The club have been on the lookout for a left-footed centre-back before going for the Frenchman last summer. Torres is having a stellar campaign with Villarreal, who knocked out Juventus and Bayern Munich to reach the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League. The 25-year-old is good on the ball and would solve United's issue of building out from the back. He would fit in well with Erik Ten Hag possession-based system. Moreover, his physical profile would almost guarantee success in the Premier League. United should be all over this signing, with him being an instant upgrade on Harry Maguire. Fabrizio Romano reveals that Manchester United are working to finalize paperwork to announce Erik Ten Hag. According to football journalist Fabrizio Romano on Twitter, Manchester United are working on finalizing the paperwork this week to announce Erik Ten Hag as their next permanent manager ahead of the new season. United have been on the hunt for a new manager ever since they sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer late last year because of the poor results that the team put out under the reins of the Norwegian. The club then appointed Ralf Rangnick as the new head coach on an interim basis until the end of the campaign. The German is expected to give up his position in the summer to make a way for a new permanent boss, and the Manchester side seemed to have agreed upon hiring Ten Hag from Ajax Amsterdam due to his stellar record with the Dutch giants. Romano revealed that United are now working on the last stage of Ten Hag's appointment, busy preparing contract and finalizing paperwork this week in order to announce the Dutchman as their new head coach as soon as possible. It's said that sources close to the 52-year-old consider his announcement as a matter of time, given that only the final details regarding the coaching staff he wants to onboard and the agreement with Ajax to release him from his commitments with the Amsterdam side are needed. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.